Want to know a secret?
I love homeschool planning.
I love it so much that I would rather make the plan and then hand it off to somebody so they could do the hard work of homeschooling. Silly, huh? If you were looking for a simple, affordable way to plan for your homeschool year, stick around. I'll even tell you how you can snag your own printing planning pages at the end of the video. Hello, homeschooling moms and dads. If we haven't met yet, I'm Ashley from joyfulnoiselearning.com, and I've been homeschooling my 3 kids for the past 7 years. And I am excited for this video because it is another collab. That's right, my friend Dina at Pursuing Peace has invited me and a bunch of other amazing homeschool YouTube moms to tell you about our homeschool planning tools. You'll want to check out Dina's channel for some awesome content on homeschooling and teaching a large family, and some decluttering and organization tips, which I know I could use some help with myself. And as well, you need to watch the other videos in the playlist below from all the other moms. So let's jump in with how I plan for homeschool.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, here is my homeschool pan binder. I usually make my own, and it ends up being just a nice 3-ring binder, and I love to just put whatever I want in it. So I'm one of those people that's like, don't tell me what to do, I'm just gonna do what I want. It's also not the prettiest. I tried to make a nice pretty cover this year, so it has a pretty cover at least, but I'm not necessarily one to go with lots of pretty stuff. So I just tuck a few things in here that I'm gonna need soon. I don't have my tabs in here yet. They're gonna get in here eventually. They're just not here yet. So the first thing I put in here, this is brand new that I've never really done before. I kind of just had it in my head and I realized I needed to make one. So it's basically called a planning procedure. So the reason I made this and I hope to use it is because I normally plan for about 5 to 6 weeks, and then I take a break, and then we do another 5 to 6 weeks. So every time I take that break, I'm supposed to be doing things to prep for the next time. And I figured I need to just type it all out so it's all in one spot, and then I can just sit down at my computer and then just go for it. So I really needed this to kind of just help guide me. So it's super simple, it's just for me, but each term, so every 6 weeks, I do these things here to get ready for everything. And then here's what I do to get ready for morning time and other subjects. And then this is my like weekly prep procedure here that I wrote out. So I know what I need to do on Sunday night or on Saturday to get ready for the next week. So those are my planning procedure. This is my planning procedure typed out. Basically what I've learned about me with planning is I need to start with a framework, and then I have the flexibility within that framework to do what I need to do. So if I don't have a framework, I kind of just get kind of lost and willy-nilly. But here, like, this is just good for me to have for a framework. All right, the next sheet I have is an attendance tracker, which I just realized I need to mark on for today. But I made this one for you guys who really need to keep track of attendance if your state requires that for you. But I made it for up to 4 children, and then you can add up how many days you do in term 1, term 3, terms 4, and then you can add up each section here. So it has the months going across and the days going down. So just a simple attendance tracker there. Next, I have my daily routine page, and I have not filled this one out. This one looks a whole lot prettier. This comes in my printable pack, and then you can fill it in. And I have here for up to 4 children again, and then you can write in what each child is doing in each time block. I have it blocked off here for a few time blocks. If you don't have 4 children, you can do mom in the first time block, and then you can write what you're doing. And then you can add what each children is doing there. I typed up our own little daily routine that we're gonna try for this first term. This changes kind of with each season and like when people wake up and when people go to bed. And it depends on the weather as well, but this is our current daily routine that we're gonna be doing. Okay, next we have our monthly reading tracker, and you guys, like this is my favorite. It's perfect for when you wanna pick your own books, or you just want to keep track in one place everything that you are reading or going to read. It's supposed to be a big picture view and not necessarily a daily view. This is just what books we're reading for each month, and then each week you can keep track for each week there. So in my printing packet, you have one for each month, and then there's 4 weeks for each of those months there.
So I have to tell you, I'm a big fan of block scheduling, and I like that it's super flexible and that you can adjust your day easily. You can move blocks around as needed in the day without throwing your entire day off. You can even cut out blocks that just don't go well that day or move them to a different day. So that's why I like block scheduling. It's perfect for those times of spontaneous moments where you just want to do something different, which I kind of need every once in a while, like once a week. I'm like, no, we're not doing this. We're gonna do something else instead. So you can do blocks by time of day, or you can do it by subject. Let me show you what I mean. So here, this is my sheet for blocking off by time of day. And my personality is all about all things new and change and exciting. So I don't like to use the same thing for too long. This way I can use one sheet for 1 week and change it up the next and still have a plan and be somewhat organized. So as you can see here, I have this blocked off by 3 blocks of the day. There's morning, midday, and afternoon. And then there's one for each day of the week. And then this sheet here, this is for the subject block by block time. So you can make plans for each subject for each day of the week here. So we've gone from the big picture view of what I'm gonna read for each month, and then I'm down to a weekly view and then blocking off the week blocks, times, whatnot. But now I'm gonna show you what I do for a daily view of a checklist for what I do during the day. So what we have here is my morning time checklist, and I call it my morning time checklist because these are all the group subjects that we do with all the kids. And I try to get these all done for our first block of the morning. So these sheets are for each week. So as you can see there, I have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then you can fill in on each day what specifically you're doing. Sometimes we're doing the same each day, so I just write it down in the first column there and then use it for the rest of the week. But we've got our hymn, our memory verse, and what we're reading in the Bible that day. And then I've got some memory work. So we do our character, habit, grammar, catechism, poem, and geography. And then our read aloud, I do a chapter book and or picture books. And then these are our loop subjects that we rotate through. I only do 1 a day. And I don't do these all in one day because that would be a lot. Here's a little morning time checklist that I kind of filled in for this week. I've got our hymn there, Jesus Friend for Sinners. I got our memory verse. I just realized I didn't have poetry tea time written down, so I want to do that on Friday, so I circled that on Friday. And then I just made some notes on the things we're going to be reading and working on. I made some notes here in my loop subjects, so I need to mark off I did that one today, yay! And this is what we'll do tomorrow, and then we'll do Spanish on Thursday. So that is what I plan to do. So friends, this is a little bonus. I just wanted to show you what I do when I am planning and kind of what comes out of my head and goes on the paper. But I wrote down everything that I needed to accomplish in a week, and not necessarily on a day, but the things I wanted to do in a week, not just for school, but for other things as well. There's a few examples there. But then I started looking at, okay, what does my day look like? So I ended up writing down what I wanted to do for Bible time. And then I wrote down what I need to do for core subjects with each child. And I figured out how much time I'm gonna need for each child and what they're doing on their own or with me. So then I wrote out a few sample daily schedules that we could try. So again, these are super flexible, but it's just good for me to have like a direction of, hey, where are we going today and what are we doing? I have a couple kids that thrive on that too. They really just like to know what's coming and what's happening. So these are just some examples of what I decided to try. So thanks for watching my tools that I use for planning. Be sure to check out the playlist with all the other homeschool moms. We'll be sharing their planners and their planning tools. I know you will get a lot of wisdom from them. Also, I'm all about sharing all the resources I found for how to plan. So I'm gonna put a link below in the description box with all the things that I've learned over the years on how to plan. So I didn't start out planning like this 7 years ago at all. I've learned and grown from many other homeschool mentors before me. So those will all be in the description box. And you can head to joyfulnoiselearning.com to grab all the printables that I showed you in my video today. I have them up on my website. The packet right now is free with your purchase of Ready, Set, Homeschool, which is my step-by-step guide on how to get started homeschooling. That's at joyfulnoiselearning.com/ready-set-homeschool. And if you know anyone who is wanting to start homeschooling this year, be sure and share this resource with them. I made it just for them. I made it just for you. If you are brand new to homeschooling and don't know where to start, this is where you want to start. Thanks guys, that's it. I will see you next time.